Tails hummed a happy little tune. He worked in his bright workshop, just tinkering away. Tools clinked and whirred around him. His latest invention was nearly complete. Sparks flew from a complex gadget as he tightened one last tiny bolt. Perfect, he thought with a wide grin. This machine would be his best one yet. Suddenly, Tails felt a strange shiver. It started as a tickle in his head, and then a wave of dizziness hit him hard. The colourful workshop walls began to sway. His tools felt heavy in his grasp. So very heavy he almost dropped them. He blinked, trying to focus his eyes, but the world just kept on tilting. He stumbled backwards, his legs weak. A cold sweat dripped down his forehead. His yellow fur stood on end. Something was terribly, terribly wrong. He reached for his sturdy workbench, tried to steady his shaking body, but his hand grasped only empty air. The workshop spun like a wild carousel. A small gasp escaped Tails' lips. The spinning grew faster and faster. Darkness crept in from all sides. He tried to call out for Sonic, but no sound came from his throat. His knees buckled beneath him. Then everything went completely black. He collapsed onto the cold, hard floor. Sonic strolled towards Tails' workshop, feeling pretty excited to see the new invention. He expected the usual sounds of creation, clanks, whirs and happy humming. But today an eerie silence hung heavy. Too quiet, Sonic thought with unease. A prickle of worry touched his spine, and he started to walk a little faster. "Tails?" Sonic called, pushing the door. It creaked open slowly, ominously. The sight inside made Sonic freeze. Tools were scattered across the floor, and there was Tails, lying so still. "Tails!" Sonic cried, his voice tight. He rushed to his best friend's side. Tails' fur was damp, his breathing faint. Panic seized Sonic like an icy grip. He gently shook Tails' shoulder. "Wake up, buddy, please wake up!" But Tails did not move at all. His eyes remained tightly closed. A terrible fear churned in Sonic's stomach. He knew he had to act quickly. There wasn't a single moment to lose. Sonic carefully scooped Tails up. His friend felt strangely light, or perhaps it was Sonic's own adrenaline. He burst out of the silent workshop. He ran, a blue blur against the landscape, faster than he had ever run before. The wind howled past his pointed ears. He had to get Tails to the doctor, now. The doctor's clinic was cold and white. Sonic gently placed Tails on the table. Dr. Owl, with his serious eyes, began. He checked Tails' weak, thready pulse. He listened to his barely beating heart. He shone a small light into Tails' eyes. Sonic watched, his hands clenched tight. The silence in the room was deafening. Finally, Dr. Owl turned to Sonic. His feathery face was very grim. "I have some bad news," he said softly. Sonic's own heart skipped a beat. "It appears to be a virus, Sonic." The doctor paused, his gaze somber. "A very dangerous one. They call it EXE." Sonic had never heard such a scary name. "An EXE virus?" Sonic whispered. His voice trembled just a little. The doctor nodded his head slowly. "It's incredibly aggressive," he explained. "It takes over the host's entire system." He looked sadly at the still form of Tails. "And it has already infected 90%. 90%!" The words echoed in Sonic's mind. Is there a cure?" Sonic asked, a tiny sliver of hope in his voice. Dr. Owl slowly shook his head. "No, Sonic, not for this one. Not yet." Sonic stared at his friend, so helpless. An hour crawled by, thick with dread. Then Sonic noticed something awful. Tails' bright yellow fur was turning grey. Sonic gasped, his eyes wide with horror. "Doctor! Look at Tails! His fur!" Dr. Owl quickly came to look. He examined Tails once more. His expression grew even darker. "The virus, it's progressing fast," he said. "This change in colour is a terrible sign." He looked at Sonic, his eyes full of warning. "Sonic," the doctor said, his voice low, "if he wakes up now, you must understand." Sonic felt a cold dread creep over him. He won't be the Tails you know. The doctor took a step back. "He will be something else. Dangerous. It is not safe for you to be near him." Sonic could only nod, his throat tight. Suddenly Tails' eyelids snapped open, but his eyes were not his own. They were black pits with red glowing dots. A low, guttural growl rumbled deep. His now grey fur bristled sharply. This was not Tails, this was tails.exe. It sat up, its head swiveling slowly. Sonic, a raspy voice hissed out. Sonic dove behind a tall metal cabinet. His heart hammered like a drum. He pressed his lips together, holding his breath. He could hear Tails.exe moving, shuffling, sniffing the air with wet, ragged sounds. "Where are you, Sonic?" the voice whispered. It was closer, too close. The door was so far away. No escape. Trapped.